did a video a couple days ago. Again, I don't know when you're watching this, but I was on vacation. Said I want to show up on Tuesdays, and it was about arpeggios, but it should have been the tutorial for this song. Let's talk about the chords to that song right now. Command 2, nope, Command 1. First of all, what do we have here? We got some information. Took a picture of it already. I'm trying to get some live gigs going, and I have a strong opportunity to set one up with this place that's close by. They opened a new restaurant, and I'll keep you guys posted with that, but been meaning to call them for a while. So today's video, we are going to do 2 tutorials. One of them is a more, that's an ugly straight line. Come on. You gotta do better than that, Kev. Come on, buddy. Let's also bring this over here. Check it out. Something new to the mix. All right, so we're gonna do Still Dre, or I'm sorry, is that right? Yeah, Still Dre. I forgot about Dre separately on a different video, so I just forgot about that. And then we're gonna do Right Here by SWV. And Still Dre is what? Dr. Dre? Eminem. All right, so yeah, you can watch the video from this past Tuesday to talk about arpeggios, but I didn't teach how to play the chords, right? So it starts off with a so what chord is this anyway? This looks like an A minor first inversion. So how do we denote that? A minor first inversion. So this is something interesting. This is like a first inversion of A sus2. First inversion, boom, boom, boom. So, nope. Wait, hang on. What was it? There we go. So this last one is a second inversion of an E minor. E minor, second inversion, and left hand just so you can see again. So it's going. So that's the root of this chord, which is an A. And then it goes to this E. That's it. Now, new chord progression for today's video is right here. So it's like, lately there seems to be some insecurities about the way I feel, where I wanna be. Boy, you know it's with you. No one can do the things you do to me, never to be. I love that song. All right, so right here. So it starts off with a G. So it starts off with the G major and second inversion. G major second inversion to A major second inversion. So G to A. So boom, boom, right? So here we go. Then it goes to A minor second inversion over F. A minor second inversion over F. G major second inversion over E. Okay? What did I just say? A minor second inversion over F to G major second inversion. This is so sloppy. Over E. Again, from the top. So then, so you do that twice, and then it goes to G major and root to A major and root to F minor 7 and root. I'm sorry, F major 7 and root to E minor 7 and root. So these are all now roots. Same chords. G to A to, not the same chords, slightly different. F major 7 to E minor 7 Let's actually talk about this. Are these the same? Are they different? What's happening? So this chord right here that we did and this chord, let's analyze them. So we first did an A minor 7 over second inversion over F, right? So we did, what is that? A minor 7 second inversion over F. So this is indeed an F major 7, but it's just played with the root taken out. So this is these are the same chords, right? A minor second inversion over F is the same as F major 7, except the root is taken out, sent down an octave, and from the third inversion of it, right? Here's third inversion. Play the third inversion, take out the root, send it down an octave. That's how we get that. And then I think it's gonna be the same thing here. E, same thing, right? Take it down, send it down an octave. So again, one more time. Actually, before we do this, let me give a quick shout out to Yamaha. Yamaha released version 3 of their incredibly just, I can't even say the right words to describe this, plugin, ESP. So let's go to some other maybe weird sound. So just whatever. What did we just do? Boom, boom. Let's check out some more sounds. Let's take piano out. So version 3 has these sounds. Let's find something weird. That's weird. I don't like it. Next. So after you do that, then you change, right? So that's how you do this. Let me kind of show you guys. So the cool thing, we're kind of going off a little bit of a tangent, but that's all good. The cool thing about what I'm using here, and I'm still kind of exploring it, and I do want to start, I think now that we're almost done with this 90-day sprint of chord tutorials, which will be continuing, but I want to start integrating other things into these videos. And one of them is what we're talking about here. This plugin is pretty, I guess, I don't know, breathtaking. That might be the word. This is what we're using. This is what it looks. It looks crazy, but it's basically the Yamaha montage. You can Google it if you're not familiar with it, but it's a plug-in version of it, and I have access to everything that the montage can do, and it's kind of overwhelming in a way. Right now, I'm in the process of understanding it better, and see, look at this. And being able to get a setup so that I can control some of the most important features with a MIDI controller. So this is not that different. I kind of like the way that sounds anyway, but I guess maybe the easiest way to quickly demo this super knob is by going here and showing this, and then I'm going to drag this knob and it changes, it morphs to a different sound, right? And you can do all kinds of just unbelievably cool things. I don't know about that sound. It's really top notch. I mean, I'm just really happy to have this, and I want to dive into this a little bit further. There is a thing called what is it called? Main stage. So like this requires something to like a DAW, like Ableton or Main Stage or something to use this in. I don't mind opening up Ableton as my thing to use when I am using this, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Like my host, I don't mind using this, but I do feel like Main Stage might be something worth checking out, or maybe it doesn't even matter at all. I don't know. Ultimately, I want to get this plugin sort of set up with this controller right here. Again, I got to get these quicker transitions going, but this controller is Arturia's controller, right? And it has knobs and sliders, and it's small and it's portable. And I can have this like on my desk, right in front of my actual piano that I've been using for the past several months. And I can have these certain parameters MIDI mapped so that certain parameters, that the ones that I care about specifically, is just a super knob, and maybe, yeah, maybe just, I don't know. Yeah, probably mainly just a super knob, honestly. And I can even maybe do one of these as a super knob, right? Instead of a knob, just do like this, one finger. I don't know. Ultimately, I'm very, 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 very excited about this. I think there's a lot of really great potential here. Not even just potential, just amazing, amazing stuff. Anyway, let's do this chord progression, said it wrong, one more time. And then we'll get ready to wrap up today's video. Oh, another thing I want to talk about is, this is getting to the technicality stuff, but whatever. Like, I'm just trying to like talk about whatever is on my mind that I think is important to mention. So I love singing and hearing myself sing through the headphones and playing together. With this setup, my interface is not monitoring the audio. I cannot hear the audio through here. That's one thing that I need to figure out. I know that there has to be a way to do it. I just have to figure that out. I got to do a little searching. The second thing is a lot more technical. I'm using this platform called Ecamm Live. They are incredible. They've become just an integral part of this whole operation that is content creation. One of those things where I don't know how I would be doing what I'm doing without using their platform. Check them out if you're interested. But there are two different cameras I'm using, right? There's this one and there's this one. Okay. And they both have like this one requires a small mic audio delay, but this one doesn't. And because I'm cutting from one to another, like I basically did like a split the difference and went right in the middle. So neither of these are perfect, but both of them are close enough where you guys probably aren't noticing any delay. I say all that to say the delay does happen whenever it is that I am trying to sing while playing. Because if I'm singing like, lately there seems to be, you're hearing a slightly different version of my singing. The timing is not in time with the precise timing with the playing. And I know that because I've tried that on previous videos. So I need to figure that out too. That's something I need to figure out. But ultimately, just to be able to enjoy the process of singing and playing like I usually do during these videos, so you could see the passion and see me smile as I sing something or whatever. Like I can hear myself a little bit through here, but it's hearing it the way that you're actually hearing it through the microphone is what I need to kind of still figure out. Okay, now that we got that, that felt like a lot of words just now, but now that we got it out the way, let us go ahead and play this chord progression one more time. Yeah? And then I have another thing I want to share with you guys. Hang on. Oh. So do you hear that? That is all right. So I got to favorite that sound. That's pretty insane. What is this called? Scenery from Train. All right. So when you come across sounds that you really, really are just like responding to the way that I just did, I need to know how to save or favorite such a sound. And I mean, I know that there's a way to do it. I'm just trying to see. I feel, oh, right there. It's right there. It's like right next to it. Boom. Now that's favorited. So now if I go here and I go favorite and boom, there it is. Like any sound that's just like amazing, I just got a favorite. And I just need to slow down for a second. I'll talk to you guys about how I got access to this at some point in the future. If you know, you know, like there's a very unique thing happening. I will maybe talk to you guys about it in the future. But I think this is so wild to have access to what is one of the most incredible sounding, things. And I have it and I'm super excited about it. Listen to that. And what about when I do the super knob on this? Let's see. It's a little different. It's not even that different. So good. What does this thing do up here? Oh, that's cool. You can maximize that. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool too. That's like a cool effect. What happens if I right click? Can you make it even bigger? That'd be cool to make that bigger. So it takes up like a little, like some of this information here. And then, yeah, it's just kind of, it's kind of nice. And it stays there. It's persistence. I like it. I might kind of use that. Oh man, I'm gonna have so much fun with this. Okay. Yeah, maybe I can just do some live streaming. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. We're gonna get ready to wrap up the video, of course, because we're just about done. But I've been thinking about, we got Tuesday chord tutorial videos. We have Friday chord theory education videos. We have Thursday Substack reads, not newsletters, but reads. Substack Khordmaster, Google it, subscribe via just your email address. And Wednesdays are a day that I wanted to explore live streaming. And I'm going to, and I want to explore it in a way that feels right. And I think that can change from week to week, month to month. And I think right now what feels right is like doing a live stream where I answer questions for those of you who show up and who are hanging out, and you see me like this, and you sometimes see the top down, sometimes see the screen. But I think right now it's a matter of just playing and performing and exploring. For example, I think if I were to scroll, I'm trying to see where some of yeah, like this one, or tear it up like this. Stuff. It's really good stuff. Yeah, so I could start favoriting things like this, and then when I come back into it, they'll say favorite it, and just kind of, I don't care too much about the in-depth sound design stuff. I just want to get this set, so I could do things like this. Like, all right, so see, now we're getting into the weeds. I'm gonna show you one more thing. So I showed you that MIDI controller earlier. So if I go back to screen share and you look at this, so these scenes are created with different setups. So I need to be able to have this controller sitting on my desk and be able to tap those pads and have the pads change like this. So this is playing right now, right? And if you look at the top right there, the top right here, scene 2, I need to be able to tap a pad and have trying to see how do you stop it when, I think there's no way to stop it unless if you change the scene. But I'm trying to see, to be able to just have these scene changes be doable by just the tap of a button. I think MIDI is only going to work with a controller, but I wonder if, so if I tap something on my keyboard, for example, like this would be cool, right? On my actual, not keyboard that I'm showing you, but my typing keyboard. But I don't think that works that way, and that's okay. I'll figure out how to get how to get things set up the way that it needs to be. I reached out to Arteria because they make a 88 key. So there's a few things happening, and then I'll really get ready to wrap up. So they make an 88 key Mark III of their flagship, keyboard controller. That's it would allow me to not need these two separate things, which again is not the worst thing in the world by any stretch of the imagination. But having that one keyboard here would be unique, especially with what I opened the video with about like the potential of me doing gigs very soon and bringing this keyboard, which is lightweight enough, and this is the Donner keyboard, to the location and keeping it there, and having that 88 key SL, is that what it's called? No, Keylab Mark III here would be kind of interesting because I can get everything dialed in exactly how it needs to be for that Yamaha thing. And then we're really rolling. Anyway, thank you for watching. Definitely get yourself subscribed to the channel if this is your kind of vibe. Check out my Substack, check out my Patreon, check out YouTube memberships. All that stuff supports. Obviously, that's why we talk about it on the channel. If you have any questions about the chord stuff that we talked about or anything that we talked about in the video, definitely let me know in the comments. I'll get to every comment. I'm not like one of these super famous YouTubers where I don't have time for you guys. There's nothing like that. Like, I love interacting. And there's one more thing I was gonna say, which is, as we approach our 90-day anniversary of this style of content, I've been giving a lot of thought to what comes next. I still don't know exactly, but I know that like integrating some other stuff into what we're already doing here, now that we've built this foundation about education, is exciting to me. And again, I'm still pondering exactly what that means, but today was kind of an example of it. Just a little more free flowing, a little bit more whatever's on my mind at that moment to talk about. And I appreciate you guys being here for it. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Time to go upstairs, check out the family, do some family stuff. Yeah, cool. See you later. Peace.